Hi Divine Feminines, welcome to my channel. My name's Amelia. Earlier on today I put out a poll on the community page of my YouTube channel asking you what kind of video you wanted today, and the video that is in the lead, I've just checked it, is the open message. So whatever messages are the highest and best messages, the most important for you to know right now. So that's what most of you voted for, so that's what we'll do. So there's no intention here, it's open, it's an open reading. My only intention is that Spirit brings forward the messages that you most need to know right now. If there's something that you're wondering in particular, please do feel free to pause the video if you want to set the intention to maybe receive some kind of guidance or answer about that particular situation. Otherwise, I'm just going to dive in. We'll get some tarot. I have lots of oracle decks that I probably will pull from as well. And just, we'll go where we feel guided. So let's see what the most important message or messages are for you right now. And these could be from Spirit. They could be from your Divine Masculine, your soulmate. So I'll point them out as we go. So highest and best messages, please. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. What is this? Do you know, I've never noticed this. It's like a tiny lizard, and it's making me think of that salamander that came out probably a month or two ago now, that's about transformation and change. I have never ever noticed that on this card. How interesting. So for some of you, the direction that your passion is taking you in, your passion for your Divine Masculine, your passion for this connection, and maybe more broadly, it's really bringing about a change, a transformation. And I'm not sure it's a transformation that you knew was going to happen at the beginning of this journey. And the same for your Divine Masculine as well. Okay, highest and best messages. What do my Divine Feminines need to know right now, please, Spirit? The Empress in reverse. Some of you are feeling a little disempowered. And whichever stage you're at now, there is more. There is more coming to you. There is more you have to offer that you can't see just yet. Yeah, the Hanged Man in the upright. The Three of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Moon reversed, and the Page of Pentacles. So let me just go through the signs because I know some of you like them. Okay, so we have all fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Taurus energy here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo energy, all earth signs, again Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. We have Pisces in particular, and on the back of the deck we have the Magician, which can be linked to Gemini energy. Okay, so something wonderful coming in, and look at this with the Nine of Cups. This is a message to you. It's about, like I said at the start when I pulled the Empress, more is coming to you and you have more to give. You have more, what's the word? I'm hearing leeway. There's more room, more wiggle room here. There's more that's within your power in this situation than you're currently realizing. And this is about seeing it from a different perspective. And we'll clarify what this is, because there's something that's unclear, something you don't know with the Moon. But this card in reverse shows me that you can gain insight. There's a way for you to see this differently that's going to really empower you. So that's fantastic. That's what I like to see. Okay, for some of you, if there's a child involved, or a family or many children, this could be in the way of a reconciliation. Maybe your Divine Masculine has responsibilities that he or she has to take care of, whether they like it or not. Not saying that they don't like their children, but if that's the reason they're staying in an unhappy situation, whether it's with a karmic or whether it's just a situation that holds them from moving forward with you, that might be a factor. It might be the same for you. Maybe you're concerned about your children and how moving forward will impact them. It's time to step forward. It's time to step into the light with the Hermit in reverse. You are much wiser, much stronger than you think. And I want to talk about moving forward. We are always moving forward, even if it feels that sometimes things come up, and we take a step backwards. That's not the case. If we're healing a wound, and it's a very deep wound, it will come back to test us in various ways, and each time it helps us to grow a little more. So you're never going backwards. Here, you know, on Earth, given that we work with linear time, it's not possible for us to go backwards to the past. We can do it in the 5D, we can do it through astral travel at night, but when we're awake in the 3D, it's just not possible for us to take any steps backwards into the past. So you are moving forward, so don't be harsh with yourself, don't be cross with yourself. And in fact, if you're healing something and it comes up again and surprises you, in a sense that's good, because you have healed, you know, you are doing the work, and Spirit's saying now you're ready for the next bit of healing. Well done for getting over the previous bit. And I know in the moment, you know, when you're triggered, that doesn't feel like anything to be thankful for, but the fact is you're learning, you're getting stronger. Okay, so let's get into this and see what's going on. I'm getting something about a pregnancy here that may not have gone exactly as someone intended. Now, Divine Feminines, this could be you, but I feel more strongly it's on your Divine Masculine side. A couple of messages: if there's someone else involved that tried to sort of trap a Divine Masculine through pregnancy, that may not have worked. If they have a child together, their happy home might not be so happy. They could be struggling financially. You know, maybe they weren't ready for a family, but it happened. Okay, tell us about the Three of Wands in reverse with the Hermit in the reverse, please. Justice. So it's, you know, it's karmic balance, it's balanced energetically, it's the right time for you to step forward, for you to look to the future, to manifest, to receive your abundance. I see that so many of you Divine Feminines have been working very hard, healing yourselves, maybe working hard financially as well, in every sense, and it's time for you to get those rewards. But look, with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like maybe you're afraid of taking this. Maybe for so long you've been struggling that it seems strange to now have this reward. You know, when we're going for something, we have a goal and we put so much work and effort in, and the journey becomes the thing, so that when we reach the end point, we've forgotten that the journey wasn't, you know, we weren't doing the journey just for itself. We were doing the journey to get to the end goal. So if you've forgotten what that end point is, do remind yourself, do allow yourself to accept the abundance. What is the abundance? Something that you're completely in love with. Now, it could be work, it could specifically be a Scorpio, it could be a Gemini. But as we're here about your Divine Masculines, to me, this is talking about your twin flame. As I said, the Lovers card is connected to Gemini, the zodiac sign. Gemini is represented by the two twins, the Divine Masculine and Feminine, twin flames. So in some form, this energy is trying to come to you. For some of you, yes, this is going to be union in the 3D. Why in the 3D? Because we have a pentacle. This is about here on Earth. So in some way, you might be blocking this coming in. Now, this is understandable because this is a difficult journey, the twin flame journey. Like I said, it becomes about the journey, which is fine. There's, you know, there's growth, there's struggle, there's union, there's separation, there's the runner-chaser dynamic. So when union comes to you, it's surprising, you know, it's startling, and it's almost like you have to relearn how to accept this, how to accept union, and to step away from the journey towards union, how to step into the new journey, you know, what comes after union. It's not something that we hear about or talk about much in these readings. For others of you, this is going to be more spiritual, but either way, the Lovers is fantastic. It is talking about your twin flame connection, and it can be talking about a big decision, but this is a decision that you are going to be able to make. It's going to be up to you. You're going to be in control of this. Okay, tell me about the Hanged Man, please, and the Moon. I think this is keeping lots of you feeling fearful, and I don't want that, because I don't think there's a need to be fearful. So let's have a look. The Nine of Wands. So you have been struggling, like I said, you've been fighting. When we get to the Ten of Wands, that's when it's just too much. That's when we drop the burden. So you've been fighting, you've been pushing forward for so long that it feels a strange thing to now be able to relax and to receive your reward. Judgment. And the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, coming out of worry and anxiety. So with the Lovers and Judgment, this tells me there is some kind of big decision to be made. If we were to break down 2 and 0, add them together, we get 2. So 2 people makes me think of the Two of Cups energy, you know, the lovers, the twins. You might have a decision to make about commitment here. This could be a special message for some of you who have been in a commitment with your twin. If that broke down in some way, maybe the decision is to make that final decision to go for a second chance with Judgment. It can be a second chance. Or maybe some of you, you know, are making a decision to walk away. Let's get more clarity around this. The Page of Wands in the reverse, the Three of Cups, and the King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, for some of you, you're wondering whether you should step away from this journey, at least for now, maybe indefinitely. For others of you, you're thinking about reconciliation, whether it's because you were in a connection, whether it's because, you know, by connection, I mean something committed, whether you were in something committed or in some kind of communication and that fell off and you're wondering about getting back in touch. Could be with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, someone who's maybe being a bit closed with their emotions. Maybe there's even some narcissistic tendencies here, and this is why you're really thinking about this deeply. I see this is encouraging you to face your fears, and that's traumatic, that's difficult, but look, you're changing from this domestic house cat into a panther, into a higher, bigger, better version of yourself, something much more fierce. You're not vulnerable, you're strong, no one's going to mess with you. You are yourself, but you've grown. Yeah, so even though it might feel difficult at the moment, like I said, we're never going backwards, we're always pushing forward, we're always learning, we're always growing. So if you are making this big decision, whether it's to go, whether it's to stay, and for whatever reason, Spirit is saying you have grown. Don't doubt yourself. If you feel that in the past, for example, you were taken advantage of, there's no need to worry about that now. It's just not going to happen. You have no space for that in your energy or in your mind because you've been through it, because you've learned. Okay, let's see what's going on with this Page of Pentacles. Be careful of someone trying to steal your money. Now, this could be a divine masculine coming in because he or she sees that you're getting some abundance, you know, once you open up to this, and they want some kind of support from you. Maybe it's money, maybe it's too much of your time, whatever it is. It could also be someone else. While you're busy focusing on your self-growth, on, you know, feeling like the best version of yourself, there's someone sneaky around you perhaps that's trying to get something from you. Like I said, time, money, maybe they're very dependent on you. If you get some kind of success, maybe they want to share in that recognition and they don't really deserve it. So just be aware of somebody around who might not have your best intentions at heart. Someone who might try to take advantage of your good nature. Okay, we have the Emperor. Yep, so for some of you, your divine masculine is in a husband role or a father role or some kind of responsible situation where someone is dependent on them or where they're providing, and that's keeping them potentially a little bit trapped. It might be someone they need to divorce. This person is holding on tight. Maybe they don't want to step away at this time because they know it's going to cause a big ruckus. Maybe it's going to break this other person's heart. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, the same message for your divine masculine, coming out of worry and anxiety. So you're mirroring one another at the moment. I do feel for those of you who have a divine masculine who's committed somewhere else, and it doesn't mean just, you know, it's not a third party that has to be a karmic or another person. It could be work. Maybe they have a business. Maybe they're focused at the moment on taking care of their finances, you know, any kind of third party energy. The thing is, they're attached to this, but look, they don't, it's not that they don't want to be, say for example it's work, it's not that they want to chuck in their business, you know, but they don't like the fact that it's keeping them from you, because with the Eight of Cups in reverse, they want to make a return to you. The Ace of Swords is delivering truth, is delivering clarity. It's also them knowing that yes, they want to come back. They know this with certainty, and this time around they want to be open. They don't want to be defensive or guarded with you, which tells me that they were in the past. The Ace of Swords is a yes. So if you set the intention at the beginning for a question to be answered, or if you know, if you're something you're wondering, it can be answered with a yes or a no, or it's a yes or no question, this is a yes. Okay, so the overall message here seems to me that you guys have been doing some really good work, really pushing forward. It has been long, it has been a struggle, and you've grown. I think you've grown more than you can even see at this time. It might take, you know, maybe for a bit more life to happen, so you can look back and you can see how much you truly have grown through this, and how much stronger you are. But Spirit is saying the struggle is over. It's making me think of that oracle card, the Archangel Oracle card about overcoming difficulties. It's time for you to receive your reward, your abundance now that's coming in. You're much more powerful than you realize, so go for it. You know, whatever your dream is, start making it happen. Now, you can take different approaches. You can start doing something practical in the 3D. You could visualize, do your affirmations. You know, whether you take a spiritual or practical approach, it's time for you to start calling this in. Your divine masculine was very guarded, defensive in the past. I do see that he or she wants to make a return, which tells me that for some of you, they did walk away or pulled back emotionally at the very least. They were defensive with you. They want to be open now, most likely because being defensive backfired. You know, you pulled away, you got stronger. They hurt themselves as well as you in the process. Some of them would have been guarded because of their own fears. They have also been healing. They're feeling stronger now, which is great. There is something they're attached to. Like I said, could be a family, could be children. It could even be elderly relatives depending on them. It could be work, finances. It could be lots of things. So don't necessarily jump to somebody, you know, romantic. What's the other thing I wanted to remind you of? Oh, do be aware of some sort of sneaky figure around you. This isn't someone to be overly stressed about. I don't see them as being particularly threatening or powerful. Just someone a little bit annoying, someone trying to get more from you than they're entitled to. Okay, so let's dive into our oracle messages, and I want to start first with some twin flame messages to see what your divine masculines would like to tell you right now at this time. This reading's a little bit longer than I intended, so sorry about that. Actually, let me know in the comments, let me know if you prefer the shorter sort of 10 to 15 minute readings or the slightly longer ones. I care too much what others think right now. Okay, yeah, so that can be a burden as well, especially if they're in this responsible kind of role in whatever sense. And for some of you, I just got the message that this person, this divine masculine, might be your boss at work, and that makes it difficult for them. And they may have told you in the past, you know, we can't do this, we can't move forward because I'm your boss, or because it's against work policy, or I wouldn't feel comfortable with everybody knowing, you know. But now they're opening up. I'm just doing what I have to do right now. Yeah, exactly. These responsibilities. Okay. I'm still haunted by my actions. So this is for those of you whose divine masculine walked away, whether physically in the 3D, whether emotionally. Like I said, it hurt them just as much as it hurt you. So now they realize that was a stupid thing to do. I'm trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. So far, the messages are all very 3D based, aren't they? I want to know more about their feelings. Okay, good. You are an angel. Wow, okay. So some of you might be on a pedestal. It's almost like you can do no wrong. Obviously, angels are very ethereal. Perhaps they see you as being too good for them in some way, maybe endlessly nurturing and giving, really pure as well. You're all I've ever wanted. And I don't believe they've shown you this, to be honest. Now they would like to. I don't know. Is it too late? Isn't it too late? Maybe you can put that in the comments as well. Let us know. It really was me, not you. Paired with, I'm still haunted by my actions. Your words linger in my mind. Okay, so for some of you, you spoke your truth. Now, this could be a positive truth. Maybe you told your divine masculine how you felt. Maybe you said that you loved them. You asked how they felt about you, and they weren't open, and they're thinking about that. Maybe some of you were cross with them and you told them, you've hurt me, the way you're behaving isn't okay, and they're thinking about this as well. Okay. On the back, we have, I'm trying to do the honourable thing. Now, this tells me they're trying to be a good, insert word, boss, husband, father, whatever it is. But honourable doesn't mean it's making them happy. You know, trying to do the honourable thing, trying to do the right thing, it doesn't mean that they're doing what they feel passionately about, that they're doing what they want to do. In fact, doing something honourable tends to imply there's a struggle behind it. It's not necessarily an easy thing to do. That in some ways you're going to face resistance, or, you know, there's something, for me, honourable maybe goes with courageous. So in some way your divine masculine is doing something that they're finding difficult. It's not necessarily making them happy. So whatever this is that we saw over here, the energy over here, with them being the emperor, being tied to something, being responsible, it's not necessarily what they want to do, it's what they feel they have to do. Okay, let's continue with some oracle messages. The Lover's Oracle, more messages from them to you. Okay, can we have some messages, please? Okay, none are coming out, so I won't force it. Let's see what this one says. Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. Okay, so that's a really beautiful, pure, uncomplicated message. When you found each other, you just maybe felt that things had finally clicked. Perhaps this made, you know, in your other connections, whether friendships, romantic, whatever, maybe you always felt there was a piece of you that wasn't being reached. But perhaps in your connection with your divine masculine, and certainly for them with you, it was complete, you know, a complete, entire connection. You found that missing piece. Okay. So let's get a divine feminine oracle card. Okay. The patroness of impossible causes. Exactly. How many of you feel that this has been such a journey, it's almost an impossible, hopeless cause? That's exactly what Spirit's saying. You know, Spirit is saying, I know you feel this way, but you have reached a point now in which you're ready to receive. We have abundance we want to give you. It might take you shifting perspective. Maybe you've seen yourself for so long as the chaser. You've seen yourself for so long as the one who has to do all of the hard work, and you've become over-identified with that. And how could you start to change your perspective to see yourself as not the runner? We don't want to go from chaser to runner, but as, you know, you're not chasing, you're not running. You'll find where you are. You've reached the point you wanted to be. What if you weren't the one who had to struggle? What if you were the one that received? What if you were the one who got things effortlessly, you know? So however, it doesn't have to be that you see yourself in those new ways. Whichever way you would like to see yourself in, try to shift the labels that you identify with. Don't keep telling yourself, I'm the chaser, I'm the chaser, because it's not time for that now. Spirit is trying to give to you. And it says, I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Yeah, of course they do. Look, you're the magician. And prayers is another word for manifestations. And what are we manifesting? We're manifesting 24/7, whether we like it or not. We manifest the things that we think about and that we also have emotional responses to, feelings about. So pair, as I always say, the thought with the feeling, you have a manifestation. Hold your manifestations for at least 17 seconds for them to begin materializing. Okay, and I think the last thing I want to finish with is an animal oracle message, so some good practical advice for you. Okay. Elk. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Exactly. Become the empress, become the magician. You've been on a journey, it's been difficult, and you've grown. So now show how strong you are. You know, you've, as I said, progressed from the house cat to the panther. You no more chasing. You know, empresses don't run around and get themselves all sweaty. They sit on their throne and others come to them. Wow. Okay, brilliant. So I'll leave it there, Divine Feminines. Thank you for voting. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to join the Facebook group or listen to any of my free meditations, the links are below. Take care, and I will see you again tomorrow when we'll get messages and channeled messages from your Divine Masculines directly to you. Okay, speak soon. Bye.